Opinions and stories around the game we love, told by your favorite storytellers. Stay up to date with all things cricket. Subscribe to Cricbuzz's YouTube channel and press that bell icon now.
Some little news coming in from the Indian camp. Looking at a little practice footage of Team India playing, Hardik Pandya has been seen bowling in the nets, Zaheer. So possibly just eavesdropping on that. Good news for Team India looking ahead to that virtual quarter-final.
Well, great news, certainly. There was a buzz that, at some stage he will be starting to bowl. And we'll have to wait and see, when he bowls in the matches. Yes, he started bowling in the nets. So hopeful that he will bowl in the next match. It's going to be crucial because when Hardik is bowling, that does shifts that balance of the bowling attack in a good strength. As a captain, you have that sixth bowling option. Otherwise, at times in this format, you've seen if you don't have that, you look at any team right now playing in, they have minimum six bowling options when they're going in the game. Except for India, went in with five bowling options. You kind of at times get stuck with rotating the bowlers. You know that Bumrah is going to bowl those overs at the back end. You want him attacking with the new ball as well. That 1 over. As a captain, then it doesn't really give you that much of freedom of rotating the bowlers around, and that's what we've seen in the previous game as well. So great news that if he is bowling in the nets, hope that he bowls in the match as well.
I'll just stay with you, Zaheer, for a moment. Let's assume this is a scenario around a Mumbai game. He's not bowled for a while. If you're keeping an eye on him, what do you see in someone like a Hardik Pandya bowling in the nets to determine that, yes, it's good enough, now go out there and bowl in a match?
I think the key is in intensity. The first and foremost, you got to be able to bowl at 100% of your capacity, and that you can easily judge in nets. There is no, you don't need a match scenario for that. Second most important thing is all your variations. So as a bowler, if you are 100% fit or at your peak, what are the kind of things which you do? Be it the bouncer which you bowl, the yorker which you bowl. What are your strengths? The variation which you do. So all those parameters are going to be critical. If you are able to tick all those boxes, then that means you are ready. Yes, at times you might be rusty or underbowled, but personally for me, every time you get into that match situation, the situation takes over. Like how I was talking about Virat as well in the previous game. It doesn't matter what's happening. A big match player is a big match player. So if you enjoy those tough situations, you will forget about everything else and you'll just go with the game at that stage.
Yeah, I had to stay with Zaheer on that, Joy. Not too many people would know Hardik the person, Hardik the bowler, Hardik the preparation better than him. So good news for India.
No, absolutely fantastic news for India, and who better, as I said, to tell us about it than Zaheer, who knows Hardik. I remember 3 years back, Zach telling us about the fact that Bumrah, everyone was excited about him as a bowler. And he said Bumrah will make a great test bowler as well. And that was not something that was immediately apparent in the start of his career. But that's something that we got to understand, that, Bumrah is somebody, and obviously it requires Zach, the man who can smell a heavy roller, 20 kilometers away and knows the pitch like the back of his hand. So he just needs to see the action once. And I one of the points that he made about Bumrah, saying that when you have a total like 150, you needed to attack up front with him. Wasting an over of his, for him to not have 3 overs, bowl his complement of overs, meant that somewhere probably our plans had gone wrong. So I totally agree. And I think Hardik is great news for India because you cannot play with 5 bowlers. I just believe because Bhuvanesh was off form and he looked as if he just wanted to finish his overs, and Virat looked around and there was nobody to go to. If he had to go, it would have to be him. And really, I love Virat Kohli, but I don't enjoy seeing him bowl.